I've tried everything, son, and you've survived. You know, I've tried Tiger Dad, Adventure Dad, Culture Dad, Fun Dad, Helicopter Dad, plain old dear old Dad. And you've responded to all of them with, get fucked, Dad. And we talk about everything, like up to and including drugs, where, you know, Orbs confessed that he, you know, smoked a bit of pot, and I thought, well, you know, not great, but no surprise, just don't, like, the thing is, like, with drugs, is like, I didn't even have a toe to stand on, right, okay. And in the conversation I chose truth, and found myself downloading my entire drug history, overshare cubed, and took me back to a not so great Skype conversation I had with Orbs, where he said, Dad, I want a gap year. I said, what? He said, you know, a year off. And I said, from what? All that in Little Bay, absolutely beautiful. Like in and out of each other's houses, unsafe, sex in the sand dunes. You know, typical childhood. You know, and you'd come across, you know, pages from pornographic magazines in the bush, as you did. This was a fact of life for a kid growing up in the 70s. You know, pornography had staples then. I still get oddly excited when I'm at Officeworks. And I felt that we were all one nation together under Molly Meldrum. Toasted sandwiches in your dressing gown on a Sunday night with Molly. AC/DC, Skyhooks, Ray Burgess. Absolutely sensational. My favourite song was Single Bed. Do you remember Anushka Fox? Come on, come inside, where we can explore each other's minds. Shoes, take them off. Which is pretty intense, sitting next to your mum while she's hanging onto your leg, right? Yeah, 'cause all I want is a single bed. And she says, you've already got one, Mark. Like your dad. Gough. Me, the Holy Trinity. Molly, Doug, Gough. Gough, who got us out of Vietnam, into university, set up women's refuges, shook hands with China, and gave us free milk at recess. Gough, what a colossus! He was a huge man. I sat behind him and Margaret once at the movies. Fact, could not see the screen. This is the thing about our political leaders. They're just not big enough. You know, I worry about, like, the story that we're telling our kids today, which is basically, you know, search for the hero inside yourself. You know, find your passion. You know, that's what it is. It's a fucking lonely story. You know? It's like, and it's weird being a kid now. Like, slippery dips. You know? In our day, listen to me, fuck. In our day, slippery dips, right, they were real, like Gough, they were big, with a 4-foot drop to solid granite. Slippery dips now have cushioned landing areas. You know, did the Anzacs have cushioned landing areas? Did Humphrey be there? Well, what kind of legacy are we leaving for these kids? You know, I question my life choices. I could have gone to Labor Party meetings instead of swimming lessons with Aubrey. I could have done that. You know, will you just hurry up and swim? Did you have that experience? Did you have a little bit of impatience around the swimming process? It's like, well, you're Australian, just fucking swim. We'd all learn the songs, we'd sit there with the lyrics out, we'd learn every song in the top 10. And one Sunday night, I was having my post-countdown shower and I was working my way through Eric Carmen's classic, All By Myself. You know? All by myself, don't want to live all by myself. anymore. The guys next door are stripping the engine of a Kingswood. Straight off the block. When I hit the next chorus, tone deaf, they join in. All by myself, swivel you fuckwit. Swivel you fuckwit. Never was quite sure why our letterbox kept getting blown up on cracker night.